that maybe you could both figure it out together. But somewhere along the line, her fear twisted into something else, something sharper, something that followed those desperate eyes, turning into scarier ones. Don't leave me. The first time she said it, her voice cracked, almost pleading. You'd been only walking across the tent to speak to someone, but Pomni had rushed over, her gloved fingers digging into your sleeve. Please don't leave me. She smiled too wide, the expression stiff and unnatural, like a mask stretched too tight. You don't understand how dangerous it is to the others. They don't care like I do. They'll forget you. They'll leave you to rot. I won't. When you gently pulled away, she flinched, then laughed it off like it was a joke. But the tremor in her voice lingered. The circus at night. There was no real night here. But sometimes, the lights dimmed and the other performers retreated into the corners of the world, letting the illusion of rest settle over the circus. That was when Pomni became most unbearable. You'd find her just waiting outside your conjured bedroom door, whispering your name like a prayer. Are you awake? I can't sleep without knowing you're okay. What if you glitch? What if you forget me? Let me in, just for tonight, she'd say. You tried locking the door. The next time, the lock was broken, sparking like it had always been broken, but you knew it had been tampered with. Pomni sat in your bed when you returned, swinging her legs like a little child. You shouldn't shut me out, she said with a razor-sharp grin. I'll fall apart without you. Her eyes darted, unblinking. You wouldn't want me to lose my mind, would you? She asked coyly. Attention. It didn't matter who you spoke to. Pomni was there, hovering just behind you, or staring with a brittle smile, or even tugging at your sleeve every time you tried to laugh with someone else. They don't understand you, she hissed, pulling you aside, her nails pricking through the fabric of your arm. They're wrong for you. They think they're your friends, but they'll discard you the moment you do something inconvenient. I would never do that. You tried reasoning with her, but her voice only rose, breaking all with emotion. You don't get it. You're all I have. If you leave me, if you even look at them like that, I'll break. I swear I'll break, and you'll have no one left to piece me back together, she freaked, her face twisted into rage, part terror, part anger, until you agreed. Hesitantly trembling to stay by her side, instantly she brightened, wiping her tears like they had never existed in the first place. There, she whispered sweetly. That wasn't so hard. Isolation. The days blurred, but one thing was for sure. Pomni's shadow never left you. When you tried to go somewhere without her, she always appeared, panting, desperate, like she'd sprinted through walls to catch up. You stopped, being able to talk to others freely. Jax rolled his eyes and muttered about clingy clothes glitches. Ragatha gave you a sympathetic look, but Pomni tightened her grip on your hand before anybody could intervene. She is bad news, Kinger whispered once, leaning close while Pomni fetched you water. She's not stable. You need space from her. Pomni had returned a few seconds later, eyes narrowing, as she seemed to notice how close you two were standing. she didn't speak until her head shuffled away. And then her smile cut through you. If anyone tries to take you away from me, she murmured, voice low and trembling with fury, I'll erase them. I'll make them vanish. Do you understand? You nodded, because what else could you do? The breaking point. One day you tried to test the boundaries. You walked away when she wasn't looking, deeper into the circus halls than you'd ever gone before. At first, you gotta be honest, it felt freeing. The silence without her, the echoing steps behind you. Then you heard the sobbing. You turned and there she was. Pomni collapsed into the ground, screaming your name like it was a lifeline. When she saw you, she scrambled to her feet and threw herself at you, clutching your shirt so tightly you thought the fabric would snap. Don't ever do that again, she wailed. I thought you were gone. I thought you left me. I can't exist without you. You're mine. You're the only thing that makes this place bearable. The only thing that keeps me from unraveling completely. Her hand shook violently, and for a second you thought she might strike you, but instead she buried her face into your chest, sobbing like a child. I'll be good, I promise. I'll be whatever you want, just don't leave me. The whisper. Later, when the lights had dimmed, you woke up to the sound of her whispering in your ear, her arms wrapped around you like an iron grip, pinning you in place. You can't run from me, she breathed, voice oddly calm now, almost serene. You belong to me. Out there in the real world, maybe you had choices, but here it's just you and me. Forever. She kissed your temple with a shivering laugh, her hot breath tickling your skin. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Every day her smile grows more. Sometimes you wonder if she even remembered what a real smile felt like. But she never lets go. And no matter how hard you try, a part of you knows you're never escaping Pomni's love. Not now, and, well, not ever.